Hello everyone, Simon here. Welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. We are investigating this warehouse.
Ugh, this place stinks.
And it stinks.
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Interesting. Reconstruction. Well, oh yeah. A bloody mirror. I don't know if I want to reconstruct right away. I just want to look around a little bit first before I start reconstructing. But the game definitely wants us to do some detective work. What the hell is that? Bits of fish. Half-eaten bits of fish? To enter a reconstruction scene, hold both mouse buttons at the same time. Ah, a painting. Interesting. The same signature? Sarah? Is it a bed? Are those fish heads or something else? There's a photo there. Sarah and her dead husband? Possibly. Okay, let's enter this reconstruction scene. Hold on, let me just check at the roof. Fascinating. Oh, you have to hold. Press and hold. Why do we need to... Okay, well... Psychology.
What happened here?
Punch the mirror? Interesting. But there's bloody bandages, so they removed the bandages and they were unhappy with the results and they punched the mirror.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Sleeping pills. But you can sleep. Right? The whole point is he sleeps but he dreams. It's not that he can't sleep, but he has bad dreams.
These painkillers were prescribed 3 months ago. Someone has been taking them since the time of the Hawkins death.
Interesting. Painkillers, punching a mirror, can't sleep. I guess they're eating
It smells
fish.
as bad as it looks.
They're eating the fish.
Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
The Little Parisian.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
So we don't know enough occultism to know what that picture is.
Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
Interesting. Maybe this is Sarah. So we're not... Are we done? Are we done or are we not done? I think we're done here. Right, and then we leave. Right, and then we leave. Unless there's something up there? What's up there? New clue memorized. Hawkins warehouse. So we didn't learn. Oh, wait. That's unnatural. What happened? Something has changed. Cool. Something has changed. There's apparently a monster at night?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You!
Hey guys.
Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Threatened police officer, let's team up. Someone else is interested in Hawkins. This case is far from being wound up. Someone else is interested in Hawkins. We don't want to threaten him. Let's team up. Someone else is interested in Hawkins.
Look around you. Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins Mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
I don't know what's
Is it
going
far, this mansion?
I don't know what's going on.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins Mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Why is he taking me to the mansion? I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, so this story needs work. They it looks like they wrote a story, they recorded a bunch of voice lines, and then they changed the story, and they didn't have enough time or money to go back to re-record anything. And so they just took what they had and they stuck it together and tried to make it work. But then a lot of the voice lines don't actually fit. Because why is the cop taking me to the mansion? I thought, is the cop helping me or not? I thought the cop wasn't helping me. And like the woman, I don't know, the dialogue implies that there has been some kind of relationship established between my character and their characters. But that's not what happened. I just don't know what's going on there. Anyway, we're into chapter 3. Garden of the Hawkins Mansion. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises, signs of recent occupation, as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. We said one thing to him, and that convinced him. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins Mansion. Okay. Right. So that's weird. We convinced him to join us. Oh, I think I know what happened. Like, let's watch this first, and then I'll talk about it. Why is there heavy breathing?
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
Dramatic.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Okay, so what I think happened is, originally, the dialogue was a lot more linear. Like they wrote one linear set of dialogue. And then they went and said, well, it would be cool if there were like multiple dialogue options. And so they put that in, but they did not record the alternative dialogue. So there's like one set of dialogue that is what the game originally intended. And then there's other dialogue options, but those options are not fully fleshed out, is what's happening. I think it's what's happening. I thought the mansion burned in the fire.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Oh, I got plenty of questions. This place is full
You
of
won't
ruin.
get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
I still have questions. You know the place very well.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
You're not the first to talk about
Your
Winchester.
partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum?
I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Anything I should be
I
wary
prefer to
of?
be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
I don't know what are you talking about. I don't know what these people are talking about.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you. If only to reassure Silas.
Alright.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
I could have said no, apparently. Well, maybe it can be bait. Like if there's a monster, maybe the monster can eat him first. Alright, let me just like stay behind him. I mean, like, this takes work. What I'm trying to say is, there's like barren land, and then there's land that is deliberately broken up, right? This is not just barren land, it's land that's deliberately broken up. Why did he bring me here? I thought we were going to the house.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her. The caretaker takes great care of these graves.
The caretaker takes great care of these graves. Alright, yeah. Not this one.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Someone desecrated one of the
Do you know if
graves.
Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Well, maybe something happened to him.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial.
Poor
What
kid.
kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting?
Poor kid.
I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Lord. I don't think there's any god here. On this island. Officer. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else. Can we go or no? I said we could go to the mansion, and then he said he wanted us to take a minute. And then what, do I wait for him or do I talk to him? I can't talk to him. Do I go on by myself? Man, this game is not polished. Alright, let me just... I guess I'm going by myself. I laid me down and slept. I awaked for the Lord sustained me.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
1693 is a long time ago. So he's still not walking. I guess I am going up to the mansion by myself. Actually, I want to go back. Because I followed him in. Was there anything back here? Right, there's that. And then what's this?
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
I see. Oh, an axe.
Sturdy and well sharpened.
So sort of tree fell down. That's why we don't go this way into the mansion. The lighthouse. Ah, there's a little shed down there. I guess a little boat shed. No, it's not on the wall.
Someone is using the fireplace. I suppose that this is where old Winchester lives.
I suppose it is. Small wooden whale. Fascinating. Why would I pick up a small wooden whale? Alright, well I found something. Not sure if it means anything. Game has saved. Wait, what? Did I miss something? The front door's boarded off, okay.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Why is the front door boarded off? Okay, I guess. So this is the fallen tree. We can't take the axe.
The axe is gone. I'd better be on my guard.
Wow. That was fast. Okay. The axe is gone, you guys. I better be on my guard. Yep. Just me with no weapons. And somebody has an axe.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Your Henry work for police. Do not defile this place. Grab the axe. I work for Stephen.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
You shouldn't really need this key. You want to get rid of me. Sarah Hawkins was important to you.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on then, just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
These people. This is not how real people interact, but okay. Well, he was easily convinced. Right. Alright, before he interrupted me. Oh, hey, the cop's here.
Yes. Shall we enter?
He didn't help. The cop did not help. I was getting threatened by a crazy old man with an axe, and he's just standing there watching me. Thanks for nothing. me just check out what's down here.
This gate is locked.
So there's the old man's house. Or so we assume. Another axe. Yeah, those rocks are really unnatural. So a house like this, pretty open to the ocean, probably not sensible, because the ocean wind can be quite strong, right? Usually you want to have like a little cove that's kind of protected against the wind.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
Nobody ever says that. I know a thing or two.
Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
I know a thing or two about solitude myself. Alright, so nothing here yet. We might come back to investigate the old man. I know a thing or two about solitude myself. Alright,
Yes. Shall we enter?
I mean, I guess so.
Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Uh-huh. And in.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Chapter 3, Hawkins Mansion. Pearson and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins Mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker is still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pearson and Bradley manage to calm him down and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins Mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire.
Follow me. I know the place.
So actually, I'm going to take a break here. When we come back, we follow him and investigate the fire. It's a bit of a shame that the game is not polished. I guess they just ran out of time and money. You can tell like they put a lot of work into it. Like the environments are pretty detailed, right? And the art, the atmosphere is kind of amazing. And I guess they just, I mean, it happens a lot in game development. They just didn't finish the game. You do a lot of work, and then time runs out, and then you release the game, and it's not finished. I mean, oh well. All right. See you next time, where we continue.